Hi guys, and welcome to my review of The Walking Dead season 10, episode 12. And oh god, wait, first I'm just gonna say that. First I did a recording on the PS4, but since I have controller problems, and man, it was like a 27-minute video, and I just I just wasted like 27 minutes of my life recording it, and there was no audio because one of my issues and the reason why I didn't really talk in my I didn't actually get to use the mic in my last live streams for 2 weeks. It's because like the mic will sometimes not record the sound. So yeah, I just wasted 27 minutes making this review. Like I was talking for like 27 minutes and yeah. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Yeah, this is probably gonna basically spend an hour doing this then. I guess I already know what I need to say then. So yeah, this was like a oh wait, I talked about oh yeah, Sonic Generations is available on Games with Gold. So if you guys haven't played that yet, I definitely recommend it. I'm just checking something. Yeah, I'm just actually checking if it's recording because oh my god, wasting that many minutes. But yeah. So yeah, if you have an Xbox, definitely check out, Sonic Generations because it's like my second favorite 3D Sonic game, you know. It's like after, you know, my favorite one Sonic Adventure 2 and I really can't wait to play that City Escape map again on Sonic Generations, the like HD remastered and everything. And then you get to use the classic Sonic in that map as well. That was a cool one too. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to do again. So yeah, if you've never played the game, then you're definitely missing out. It's one of the best, 3D Sonic games, and I definitely recommend it. And the ones who have played it, you know how awesome it is. And yeah, let's just get into the review now. Since I have to do all this again, damn it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna not record from the PS4 now. I'm just gonna do it from my phone with this app, this mobile app. So I actually know that it's recording at all times and there's not gonna be no issues. I just need to. I'll probably go back to PS4 when I get my new controller, which there's gonna be a delay on that. But yeah, just a little delay, but it'll come eventually. Because I do want to get back to GTA and start playing that again on April 1st. But there might be a 2-3 day delay, but we'll see when it comes. But yeah, let's get into this episode. Yeah, it was definitely the most depressing episode since 9/15, season 9, episode 15. When Tara died. Well, for me, that was like a big death. Like, it took me a month to get over that death. Well, it still hurt anyway when I thought about Tara. It's kind of like with Glenn, but so many impact from that death, was taken away since, he had a fake death, and then episodes later, he actually died. So, yeah, that took away some of the impact, and it didn't take me as long to get over it, but it still hurt, and just feeling like, yeah, like that character's no longer in the show, and it just feels like there's something missing. Same with, well, not really the same with Abraham, but it's because these characters were like really like, happy-go-lucky characters. I don't know the best way to describe them, but I'm just gonna start with the saddest death if it's definitely true. And it's not. I'm not 100% sure that she's dead, but from what Magna said, which yeah, Magna's alive since Carol finds her. Uh, yeah, because out of all of them, of course, she's gonna survive since she's the leader. Yeah, Connie is possibly dead right now. It's just really sad to think about because like she's been my favorite character they've added into the show since Negan for me. And man, she definitely stole the show when it came to Magnus group. And the cool things we got to see with her and Daryl, just all the things she's done. It's hard to believe that she's actually gone and killed off screen because Magna basically tells us what happens, and it sounds like she's definitely dead, but I don't know. But if she is dead, man, she definitely left a legacy behind in just a short time, a big legacy behind. And all the things she did, like saving that kid. Man, just all the things she did. Having Dell's back, just I don't want to lose her, man. It's not fair. I was thinking because of her movie that's coming out, Marvel's Eternals, that they're gonna kill her off, and that's gonna mess with her story, and then they're gonna have to get rid of her. But right now, since that virus is going on, like a lot of movies are being either cancelled or pushed back. Like Fast and Furious, which I was looking forward to that movie, but they've pushed it back, which sucks. Oh, I wanted to see Hannigan, but I guess I'm gonna have to wait an extra year because Vin Diesel's recent movie Bloodshot, that came out and it didn't really do that well. It only made like 9 million. I don't know how much it's made since, but yeah, that's not good, man. Also, No Time to Die, that James Bond movie that was supposed to come out, I think that's being pushed back until like the end of the year, or is it going into 2021? I'm not sure. I need to check the date for that again. Because I would watch that. I still haven't seen Spectre though. Like Skyfall was the last James Bond movie that I've actually watched, since that's like my favorite at this point. I think I need to rewatch Casino Royale just to check. I'm not just talking about this James Bond, even though I do prefer this James Bond compared to the previous one that we had. But yeah, and there's also some good games too. But yeah, let's just talk about the other death. Oh yeah, that was a sad death too, man. Well, we actually see him die, and the things he did in his last moments. Mm. And it's just basically this whole family's gone now. Because from season 9, episode 1, he lost his son, and then he lost his wife from the Whisperers in that Pike scene in 9:15. That was a sad scene. More than that, Jesus. And now we've lost him, but in his final moments, he was able to save all the kids. I didn't realize there was that many kids, but there should be though. They're just all from the hilltop, right? Like some of them, I think, are from the kingdom, but yeah, he protected all of them. While Judith, like she was protecting herself really. She was taking on like walkers, and then she actually killed one of the Whispers, which I remember before when she thought she killed someone. Beta when he broke in the last episode, broke into Alexandria. She basically uses Rick's magnum to shoot him. She probably thinks that she killed him, but then probably afterwards she found out that she didn't. And then she actually kills the Whisperer in this episode. And just like, man, she's only 10, right? Or maybe younger. I think she's 10. She might be younger though. How old was she when Carl died though? Was she like 4 or 5? It's just hard to know because that huge time skip and everything. There's like and after the Negan battle, there's like a 1.5 year time skip, and then when everything that happens with Rick, there's like a 6 year time skip, and there's been like a month time skip after the Pike scene. Yeah, it's hard to keep track on people's ages, especially Judith's. I'm not even sure about RJ. I'm just gonna say he's definitely like 5 or 6 years younger than Judith, whatever age Judith is. But yeah, she's just a badass, man. Truly a little ass kicker. She's definitely gonna survive. Just like Chadwick said, he wants her to survive. She has to survive. It'd be cool to see her in, the third show, but I don't know. They said that it's only going to be 2 seasons, but if it does well, maybe they will get a few extra seasons. Season 5 at the most. Man, I don't even know how much V's gonna get, but yeah. Alright. Should we talk about next? The death that made me happy? Or talk about Omega, right? That was her code name, right? But yeah, she basically dies in this episode. And I actually felt a bit sad with that death too. Out of the ones that did die, like the 2 on the left, like not as sad, but definitely felt something because she finally got to reunite with her sister's son, because like the sister left her baby for for death, and Connie saves the baby, which goes in a cornfield. But yeah, Connie just did so many great things in her short time with the show, man. But yeah, she basically, because she leaves the whispers, and people don't really trust her compared to, well, they even trust Lydia, but you know they had Henry to back her up. Where with Omega, like no one trusted her, and then what happens to Alexandria? Psh, surprised no one tried to kill her, because we lost a lot of people at Alexandria. But yeah, it's basically a situation where because she's with like Kelly and the other guy, and they have the baby with him as well. She's able to quiet down the baby. Oh yeah, my screen's gonna be black. And yeah, but then the walkers find him, and it gets to a situation where she has to you know lead him away. So she puts him in a van, and she goes off, and then Beta basically finds her, and then destroys her. Oh, but I don't know. Before I talk about Alpha, but yeah, I don't know if like Alpha would have been happy with Beta killing Omega without it being her. But yeah, yeah, she died, and then he actually waited until she turned into a walker. I think he was gonna add her to the herd. I don't think Alpha would have been too mad about that, but she would have been disappointed that she didn't get to kill her. But everything that happens to Alpha anyway, like that matters. But yeah, basically the others put her out of her misery, and Beta, sees them, but Beta gets away, and yeah, it was pretty sad that scene. Yeah, not as sad as the others, but yeah, still sad. Well, yeah, let's talk about the one that made me happy, because man, the amount of people that died in her way. Alpha finally falls. But to tell you the truth, we're probably gonna get like 2 or 3 more character deaths, even if they're like, well, not witches, like, mid, well, B list characters, should I say? Maybe another A, which there's a storyline that's coming up soon. Because since Beta's still around, and what he's gonna do after he finds out that Alpha's dead, he's basically gonna get whatever herd's left after what Carol did, because they'll probably have like another place where to keep the herd. Or maybe some of them actually got out, or if Connie was in that herd, Jesus, oh man. Oh yeah, with Connie, like right now I'm like 60% that she's dead and 5% that she's alive. But from what Magna says, I don't know. It's just because they don't really kill off a character off screen 99% of the time. Because like with Terra's sister in season 4, she wasn't really a character who was in the show for long, so since she died off screen, I didn't really care that much. But with a character that has become my favorite new character in ages, and she gets killed off screen, it's just why, man. They could have at least filmed that scene. It could have been like the first scene of the episode to show what happened. Oh, it would have been sad to see though, but we did lose some of that impact. And it's just making me think like she's still alive somehow, even though what Magna says, it sounds like she's definitely not alive. I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know if anyone else is thinking like that, because I don't know if she definitely saw her get eaten and stuff, or she seen her fall into the horde, but she went under, and maybe the walkers tried to reach her, like they went down and tried to reach her, but she didn't get to see that. It just feels weird to say that Connie's probably dead. It's just crazy to think that. But yeah, let's get back to Alpha. I really wasn't expecting this, man. But I'm just happy she's finally dead, man. I guess she got a comic book death after all, but I just still don't understand why Negan went so far. Because in the comic, Negan just kills her not really that long. He just really gets to killing her fast, man. Like, he doesn't. It gets to a point where, Alpha's trying to show emotions in the comic, but that's the moment when, Negan kills her. Where in the TV show, like, maybe it's because Alpha reminds him of his wife, but, maybe he was trying to save her or make her surrender. Maybe it got to the point where, Alpha wanted to kill Lydia. Because after that scene, she knew that she was never gonna get Lydia on her side, so she was probably gonna. She was gonna kill her, but Negan placed her somewhere else. Because I was thinking like, oh, that's gonna win Negan some points when he captured Lydia, and he definitely, got Alpha's full trust. Like she fully trusted Negan at that point. She probably already did, really, since they got to a point where they was making love, which that never happened in the comic. Like I said, once she started to show emotion, like Negan killed her. They never kissed or got naked together. Like that never happened. Still weird how far it went. But yeah, she basically has a guard down. Basically, like to do something opposite to when Alpha's behind Negan. Before that makeout scene. It's basically the opposite. Where Negan's behind Alpha, but instead of a makeout scene again, Negan kills her. I was thinking at that moment, like, is Negan actually gonna kill Alpha? Because at this point, Kara didn't really deserve it since she's the one who's responsible for Connie's possible death. Like, well, certain death, if that's the right way to say it. But yeah, because Connie's probably dead, man. I must be in denial or something. I've basically been talking about this for nearly an hour now. Yeah. It's just so weird to say that Connie's dead and we didn't even get to see her die. That's the weird thing for me. And I'm probably not accepting it. It just doesn't feel like she's dead, but because of her movie, even though it's getting delayed, it's still gonna come out. And I don't know where that movie's gonna go anyway. Like after the movie's released, like is it gonna be like a sequel or something? Because Denai Guerrera, who played as Michonne, she was still making movies while she was in the show. She's definitely gonna be able to do that now. And she's gonna be in the she should be in the Walking Dead movies because at this point I think she's gonna survive, which she's gonna be in the next episode since they haven't really focused on her for like 4 episodes now. They need to start showing Michonne now. Everything needs to come together at this point since there's 4 episodes left. It's just good that Alpha's finally dead, but I just know more people are gonna die, and yeah, when we get to that moment where Betty gets to hurt and we basically get No Way Out Part 2, which No Way Out, the original No Way Out, 6-9, season 6, episode 9. That's like my favorite TV show episode of all time. Where the walkers, like a huge amount of walkers, like herd, like the one that they've been trying to steer away, breaks into Alexandria. Well, they basically get a lot of them away, but a huge portion still comes to Alexandria, and they get trapped and they have to try to escape. But it gets to a point where they just have to fight their way out because things don't really work out for some characters. Like a whole family dies, Carl gets shot in the eye. That episode was just epic, especially when they finally start to fight together and we see them all like killing walkers. Like, that was an awesome scene. Yeah, because Game of Thrones, that episode, was it episode 3 of season 8? Like when I first watched the episode, I was thinking, whoa, this beat that Walking Dead episode. But when I started to notice all the flaws in that episode, I was like, nah, No Way Out, No Way Out's still better. When it comes to the spectacle, damn. But when it comes to the rewatchability, I just noticed too much of the flaws. I've rewatched I would watch The Walking Dead every year, and I've seen No Way Out so many times. Yeah, there's not really flaws in that episode for me, so it's just like the perfect TV episode. There's Unthinkable. There's the last episode of Heroes. There's a lot of episodes from my favorite TV shows. The Breaking Bad finale, Face Off season 4 finale from Breaking Bad. Yeah, Face Off. The last Airbenders final episode. When it's just there's a lot of great TV episodes that I've seen. But that episode, that Walking Dead episode, because there's obviously a lot of Walking Dead episodes that would probably take a lot of spaces if I made a top 30 episodes, TV episodes. Yeah, there'll be a lot of Walking Dead ones. But no, that's number one forever, I think. I just can't see him topping it, especially without Rick Grimes. But yeah, the reason why I started talking about that is because they're basically gonna fight a horde that's way bigger than that. Like say I don't know, like 80% of the horde actually made it to Alexandria, which Alexandria is in a bad state right now. So I don't know, maybe Kawa actually did take out a lot of them, even though Connie possibly died as a result. Kawa might have taken out a lot of them, so the herd might not be as big. Mm. Yeah, but we'll see when it happens. But yeah, there's like a huge character death. What happened in 2017 in a comic, which I did like a video about that, like the hugest deaths, in 2017 in comics, video games, and TV. And I basically showed that character in that video. I can't see him killing another season 1 character. There's nobody gonna kill Kara or Della in that moment. If we still even we're definitely getting the herd. I just don't know how big it's gonna be now. After what Carol did. And I don't know, like there was a time where I was thinking like, oh man, is Michonne's really gonna die, isn't she? But at this point, I'm thinking she's definitely gonna make it to the movies. I can't see her dying at this point. She's gonna make it. So, because like, Michonne definitely took a lot of character from the character that dies in the comic. Like a lot of her characteristics, he went to her and he went to Michonne in the TV show. And I said her, so if you've read the comic, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, who dies in that, issue, and who saves someone important in the process. Yeah, that was also an episode issue. Yeah. So yeah, we lost two people. That two good characters in this episode, which is Connie and Elle. Rest in peace, guys. You're legends. You did great things, and you'll be missed. Even though there's people who are like, who the hell's Elle? Probably didn't even remember his name. There was moments where I didn't remember his name. Yeah. It's not like he was focused on all the time, but I did pay attention when he was on screen. But when we first met him, like, I didn't like his character because he tried to hurt Maggie, especially when she had a baby around, little baby Herschel. But he's definitely come a long way from then. He was also because he wasn't in his right mind when he did that, right? But still, to wanting to hurt Maggie when he's drunk. Would you really do something like that? Like if you're drunk, would you really be out of your mind that you'd do something like that? Well, I've never been drunk and I don't know if I ever will be. So I don't know. Because Gregory made him do that. He tried to hurt Maggie. Tried to kill Maggie while she had a baby around. Yeah, he definitely redeemed himself from all that. And then Connie, she was like perfect the whole time, man. Oh, man. It's just okay. It's starting to feel really sad now that Connie's, certainly dead. Mm. The more I think about it, it's like with Terra, but you know, we seen her death, but we seen her head on the pike. So yeah, and just that image that I couldn't get that image out of my head. Was like with Glenn's death, like when he gets, killed by the Lucille, Negan's Lucille. I couldn't get that image out of my head. Mm. Probably like the first time I felt something like that was like with Noah's death, because man, that still to this day is the most graphic Walker kill. There's been a really graphic Walker kill recently, but not on the level as that one, like the most gruesome one. Yes, Noah still has the title of the most gruesome Walker kill. Jesus Christ. Rip his entire face off. They've never gone that far since. Because we've seen a lot of Walker kills in the show. I mean, human kills from walkers, in the show. But yeah, that's still the most gruesome one. That was one in season 10, episode 2. Yeah. When Omega's sister dies, like that was definitely a gruesome death, but not on the level of the ones we've seen before. Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to talk about now. Because did I already mention about, Aaron, seeing Negan and, Aaron, definitely not trusting Negan after everything that happened with, the hilltop. Because he was basically on their side when they attacked. But being that deep undercover, Cowell letting him do it, it's just like, that just messes up the story for me a bit. With everything that Cowell did, like, she sees Alpha and she wants to get revenge, but I just don't know if, like, she already planned for Negan to do something, but when you look back, she did let Negan go, but maybe she felt like maybe she made a mistake letting Negan go. She's probably going to stick with Negan. I mean, Negan's probably going to stick with Alpha. Maybe she was thinking that, and she was thinking like the only way she's going to get revenge is if she goes after Alpha herself, and then that basically gets Connie killed. Um, it still just doesn't feel like seeing that, man. But yeah. But yeah, really, Cowell, that reveal. Because yeah, like Cowell didn't deserve to get that kill after everything that happened. After someone actually died. I'm starting to become more, you know, I'm starting to accept it now, but it's not like hurting because it's just different when you actually see the death. Like that's when it hurts, but you don't actually see the death. It kind of takes a while to feel the impact. Especially, it's like if they killed, I don't know, a character that's been in the show for a long time, and then they don't even show the death. It's like an off-screen death. It takes a long time to actually feel the full impact, and you're just like in denial. But when you actually see the death, it just hits straight away. Like of a lot of deaths in the show. Yeah. Like that moment when you see, well, that moment, I was gonna say Carl's death, but that is slowly dying, so but you're already accepting that he's gonna die. I was gonna think of a different character that you actually see die straight away, like when Herschel gets stabbed by the governor. Like, yeah, I'd rather not talk about them deaths right now. Cause I'm still coming to terms with these deaths right now. And Connie's, it just sucks up. They're gone now. I just can't believe there's been so much death from the Whisperers. I love the characters that are gone, like Jesus, Enid, Gabriel still around. Because spoiler alert, the characters that were supposed to die in the comic were Rosita, Ezekiel, and Gabriel. They're like the biggest ones that die from the Whisperers. But they're still alive right now. And at this point, I'm saying that Ezekiel's gonna survive his disease. And did I say that Gabriel was safe? I can't remember if I said that he's safe. I think I did say it's safe. In my death predictions, was yeah, she's safe. Definitely by the end of this season, she's still gonna be alive. There'd be no point killing her at this point. Hmm. But say if the meeting with Eugene and that woman still happens, but then like there's like a Walker herd that come, and then like a big character goes to rescue, or maybe it could be Arwinder, but oh man, we need characters, man. So if it was Arwen that's gonna be the one to rescue him, then he dies because oh yeah, like I said right now, Arwen doesn't trust Negan because especially after he left him with those walkers and he has like I'm not sure if that's one of Magnus' people like that guy. I'm not sure if it's him. If it is him, he looks injured. It's like he's passed out. But yeah, we'll see where that goes. Aaron definitely got out of that, but man, that'd be two deaths from Magnus' side. Like Jesus, it'd basically only be three left, right? Jesus Christ, that'd be too much for one season. For Magnus to lose that many people. Ugh. Man. Oh yeah, there was a moment where I thought Ezekiel was dead because he was like trapped under something. Well, I didn't. For only for seconds, I was thinking like, have they killed Ezekiel? And then straight, it didn't take long for me to say like, nah, he's fine. And then Jerry finds him, and he's fine. And yeah, a lot of people died in that moment. A lot of red shirts, of course, but Jesus, there was a lot of death. And there was fighting. Yeah, I'm just still surprised how many characters died in this episode. You have a villain death. You have two of the characters on the left that died, which I can't decide this one. And it still sucks for L2. And then there's like Omega. I keep forgetting her real name, but she's dead now. Did she reveal her real name? Or I didn't really pay attention that much when it came to her character. Because like episodes where you watch The Walking Dead and then there's like a character you don't really care about that much, but then like in the last episode, the Meki K, there's been a lot of there was a character like that like not long ago, like the Meki K at the very end, and then they die. Oh wait, no, that's shit. that's Fear the Walking Dead. That character who was making the villain for season 5, but it was kind of a, was he being controlled or something by the real villains, those joke of villains? Ugh. By the end of the season, I'm just like, what the fuck? How did it get to this situation where she's possibly gonna kill Morgan? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't normally swear, but yeah, that scene that just pissed me off. Like, no way she's gonna kill Morgan. Which yeah, like after this season's over, I'm praying to see if Morgan's alive. But even if he does survive, would he still be alive at this point? And if they're gonna do a crossover, I guess Dwight, because Dwight's over there now. They could still do it with him, bringing them to Alexandria and shit. Hmm. Yeah, but enough talk about fear. Since a lot of season 5, I didn't like. Well, the first half I liked the first half of season 5, but the second half there was a lot of bad. I think all of it was bad, and the ending was bad, and it was kind of similar to like season 6 finale, where everyone just gets separated. Basically, like everyone is truly separated, and then that leader tries to kill Morgan. She shoots him, then she's gonna shoot him in the head, but She has no more bullets, and then she like leaves Morgan for dead, with walkers closing in, and yeah. Right now we know that you know Dwight's wife is gonna be in season 6, so I'm looking forward to that. Sherry, who knows if Sherry's the one who saves him? Like in that moment when people saying like Sherry's gonna be the one to save him, after I've watched that episode, I was like, really? But since there's actually photos of Sherry being in the season with Dwight, yeah, maybe that could happen, or maybe it could be someone else. Maybe it could be members of the Commonwealth, but I don't know. Maybe it could be that woman that Al met. But why the fuck am I still talking about Fear the Walking Dead? I'm supposed to be talking about this episode. So let me just finish this up. So yeah, like I said, Michonne's gonna be a part of the next episode. I definitely want to get that that Lucio scene. Michonne holding the Lucio back. We're probably definitely gonna get that. Because like I said before, like that's been my main picture on PS4 since the trailer of season 10. And maybe we'll get a situation where she has the rest of the Whisperers in the lineup scene. Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna go. Like the rest of the Whisperers, she's gonna probably gonna line them up, but maybe it's after the big herd and before we get introduced to the Commonwealth, and also who's actually telling her if Rick actually is alive. But yeah, we'll see if she actually survives. But I'm going against one of my predictions of Michonne dying, and I'm saying that she's definitely gonna survive and go into the movies. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's episode. I'm just gonna end it here because it's kind of really sad to talk about talk about anything else. Yeah. So yeah, rest in peace, Connie. Rest in peace, Earl. Burn in hell, Alpha. Good night, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.